Joy says, Outlaw Americans screaming CNN sucks. Sarah blasts her with a nasty surprise by Rebecca DeCirio, Entertainment Politics for MadWorldNews.com. Joy Behar isn't for free speech. Neither are the rest of the shrews on The View. In fact, while discussing the complaints coming from CNN's Jim Acosta, who claims he felt unsafe at President Donald Trump's recent Florida rally, Behar said, "We should outlaw Americans screaming CNN sucks." The rest of the cackling hens, or I should say hags, all agreed it was time to silence all Trump supporters. Well, Sarah Huckabee Sanders just blasted Joy Behar with a nasty surprise. Well, here's the good news. Joy Blabbermouth Bayer and her cohorts on The View are so frightened that President Donald Trump and his supporters are still winning, they want to pass laws to shut us up. If Trump and those of us who voted him into office weren't still a very big threat, Behar wouldn't be so desperate. In case you missed that big baby, Jim Acosta getting humiliated while broadcasting live from the Florida Trump rally, it really was quite a moment. Acosta was almost a sea of hardcore a sea of hardcore Trump supporters who were chanting CNN sucks as he tried to report his fake news talking points to Wolf Blitzer back at CNN's studio. Acosta has discredited himself as a real journalist. He's a hack who hates Trump and every single American who supports him. So after his humiliation, the leftists freak out and Acosta once again made himself the center of the story. Acosta faced Trump supporters who cussed him out and flipped him off, and one daring enthusiast that gave him the double burden of video he posted on Twitter reported Real Clear Politics. What they don't report is Acosta walking around on the floor of the rally hoping he would be physically attacked, but he wasn't. You see what they were trying to pull. Yelling and flipping someone off is not against the law. Acosta also blamed Fox News and conservative news outlets for feeding Trump supporters a daily diet of what they consider to be terrible things that we do over here at CNN. That brings us to the shrews of The View, and especially Blabbermouth Bayer. Whoopi Goldberg started the conversation saying, now the media, being the enemy of the people, seems to be resonating with the new guys, meaning Trump's base. She's just so, like, my stomach turns when I think of that lady. As CNN's Jim Acosta found out last night, she then showed the audience the video of Acosta at the Florida rally. Whoopi asked, so if there's anything the media can do to change this narrative at all? Goldberg absolutely knew what Joy Behar was going to say, and the entire setup was to introduce the idea of squashing Trump supporters is free speech. The thing is, Trump is debasing our press on a regular basis and telling people it's fake, said Behar, or whatever her name is. She then went on to say that laws are passed in other countries to curtail the press and free speech. Yeah, you see where they're pushing? She added, people are scared that Trump and his supporters are not just a menace in this country, but worldwide. What? So Joy wants to outlaw Trump supporters screaming CNN sucks? She's saying Trump and his supporters are a worldwide menace? And what do you do to worldwide menaces? You shut them down and lock them up. You eliminate them. Well, Joy just got blasted by White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who set the record straight about the mainstream media and who is really getting attacked at the press briefing today. Acosta started whining about Trump, saying the media is the enemy of the American people, which is the same talking point Joy Behar was trying to make. Really, Jim? Sanders blasted him and the entire press corps, saying, I have been repeatedly personally attacked by your news network, CNN, saying that I should be harassed as a life sentence, that I should be choked. She went on, also, ICE officials aren't welcome in their places of worship, and their private and personal information is shared on the internet where they were giving the addresses out. When I was hosted by the Correspondents Association, which most of you are members of, you brought a comedian up on stage to attack my personal appearance and called me a traitor to my own gender. Sanders was on a roll, proving Trump supporters shouting CNN sucks is nothing next to the real attacks she and other Trump supporters face every day. In fact, as far as I know, I am the first press secretary in the history of the United States that's required Secret Service protection, Sanders continued. The media continues to ratchet up the verbal attacks against the president and everyone in this administration, Sanders said, as the press corps sat there utterly shocked. From Maxine Waters calling for mob violence against Trump and his supporters to Joy Behar wanting free speech shut down, the real fascists and Nazis are those in the legacy media and the Democratic Party. I don't know how Sarah Sanders does it. I don't either. She battles those haters daily while she and her whole family have had to have Secret Service agents protecting them. Joy Behar and Jim Acosta are leftist hacks who want to see America turned into a fascist state. Well, Sarah, just shut them up, and the American people are most grateful. We know who are the true patriots, and we will never give up our God-given rights. Absolutely. You know, they think that they have the upper hand, but it is true that they don't have an upper hand in anything. That's why Behar is fighting so hard. But what she's fighting for, if people on the Democrat side would just take a listen to what she's actually saying, it represents everything that America is not. And this is what they want to push on this country, along with that fat hag, I should say, and ugly on top of that, Whoopi Goldberg, whom I can't stand. I used to like her. I never knew she was such a low-life creature that she is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.